But we're going to move on to a brand new ship. You're going to be part of the Maiden season if you book right now on the Anthem of the Seas with Royal Caribbean.
Amazing ship, amazing ship. Bumper cars, the North Star, so much more. And we've got a wonderful bit of VT footage for you to see now.
Well, let's have a little taster right now.
You see that's the North Star there.
Ah, okay.
And Mrs. 270 is one of the magical new lounges that they're going to have on board as well. A gourmet marketplace providing passengers with a casual dining atmosphere and all this kind of art. Look at this wonderful rope work as well, kind of Cirque du Soleil entertainment. Things like the music hall as well, where you're going to get these award-winning bands playing for you. So much open deck space, the surfing. This is Ripcord by iFly. This is the new skydiving, virtual skydiving experience. The bumper cars. You can have a floating DJ booth over this area with the bumper cars. And then again, look, imagine being able to play basketball with Shrek. You know what I mean? Absolutely incredible, you know. But you know, and again, they've got family. They've got a lot of these. The accommodation, big family suites and duplexes as well, so you can have the whole family in one area. Really incredible.
We've got to go on this ship, you know that.
I know we do.
We really have. And we've got some fantastic prices and some great offers right now through Planet Cruise as well. But let's show you the itinerary. We'll come back to that wonderful ship a little bit later on. And this is a lovely cruise from Southampton, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because obviously this ship, Anthem of the Sea, is going to be based out of Southampton, you know, in 2015. Very exciting, you know.
I'm really pleased Royal Caribbean have done that, because quite often their new ships are based in
elsewhere,
in
absolutely. Well, they're an American company,
yeah.
so you think, yeah, but they are. That's how much they're investing in the UK market, which is wonderful news. And this is a Southampton cruise, so take all your luggage with you, all your shorts and your stuff. And then, of course, a relaxing day at sea. So much to do, we've already shown you there. And then, of course, straight into Gijon. My French accent. These beautiful. Most of the streets here are cobblestone, barely 2 cars wide, and pave the way to many renovated buildings that display the colourful life of the village. And this is in the region of Asturias, and it's known as one of the greenest areas there in Spain. It's beautiful. It's a pretty city full of pedestrianised streets, parks, seafront walks and cultural attractions. It's got a dynamic old core flanked either side by a huge curving beach and a vibrant pleasure port area. Really, really great. You can see how green it is.
And then over to Bilbao next.
Bilbao, yeah. Perched on the hills high above the rust colours of the Nervion River. It's a thriving port. It's the commercial heart of Spain's Basque Country. Among the city's charms are a jumble of bars and restaurants found in the city's old quarter. You can stroll the graceful, wide 19th century boulevards. And, of course, you can't miss architect Frank Gehry's masterpiece of sculpture. It's a museum of contemporary art. And it sits on the Nervion Riverside walkway. And this is a former industrial waterway which has now been transformed into a linear park. That's the museum. The park runs right along there. You can walk along it and then take the tram back the other way, and it's gorgeous. Or head out to see the Spain's royal area, which is San Sebastian. That's where they used to go on holiday. Do it like the Royals. Then we've got a relaxing day at sea.
Again, just make the most of that brand new ship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So much, you won't want to get off. Then you're in St. Peter's Port, one of the prettiest harbours. This is once the haunt of sea dogs and pirates. It's a gorgeous harbour. Rows of brightly coloured painted houses, terrace gardens. It's just 8 miles off the coast of France. It's the second largest of the Channel Islands. Mild climate, breathtaking scenery, a peaceful, unspoiled ambience. Castles and forts dot the coastline, including German fortifications, because it was the only part of the UK to be occupied by the Germans in World War II. And you've got traditional fishing, flower growing and dairy farming, still important, but of course the favourable tax climate has brought in lots of banking organisations, and that means excellent food. So you've got lots of bistros and boutiques.
I had one of my nicest days ever there. I really did.
Loved really nice. What's the buses? You've got 2 big buses, and they go in opposite ways, don't they?
Now, I only discovered that after I'd paid for taxi to take me all the way around the island, which was actually very good value.
It's only a pound.
For £1,
yeah. £1. And that in itself is something to do. That's a cheap tour. £1, take you all the way around. You can see all the forts and stuff. And then we're going to Le Havre, and this is great. Now, this is France's second largest port, gateway to Paris, the City of Light. It's also the gateway to the Norman countryside and the historic landing beaches, you know, your D-Day landing beaches, your history there. I'd say head into ruin. And this is where you can see the Cathedral of Notre Dame, which towers high above the city, and you can get lost in the half-timbered houses and a labyrinth of lanes, and then stop at the Rehabilitation Cross. This is the spot where Joan of Arc was consigned to the flames in 1431, so lots of history. The other big draw, of course, is Paris. You know, fashion, food, wine, romance, stroll on the Champs-Élysées, taking the view from the Eiffel Tower, or immerse yourself in the nirvana of art lovers known as the Louvre. Beautiful.
And then, of course, back to Southampton on day 8. Now, only a deposit needed today for this one, and say you would be part of the Maiden season. That lead date there is actually a great date, the 13th of June. Can we see the ship one final time, though? Because I'm intrigued by it.
Look at that North Star there. You can see it there. So you can get a chance to go around like a swinging, like a circus attraction.
And I was lucky enough to go on their one of their last big ships, the Allure of the Seas, a couple of years ago, which was spectacular.
Well, the Allure of the Seas is the biggest ship in the world. These are slightly smaller, these ships. They've gone slightly smaller, but these are ultra modern now.
And things that I've never seen before on any ship.
Oh, they are. But you mentioned the bumper cars already. They've got the Royal Caribbean's first ice bar is going to be on here as well. There's still a lot to be. There's still more stuff to be announced. They're keeping some stuff secret, as they always will do. But it's going to be amazing.
Now, have a look at the details here, because there's quite a few extras that we want to mention as well that Planet Cruise have negotiated. So, first of all, we'd love you to maybe stay at the Me and Valiant Marriott in Southampton. That just stops the stress of you driving to Southampton on the day, where you're going to get stuck in traffic. But also, we get a half-price off on that, don't we? £70 per person.
Yeah, it's a standard offer for all Planet Cruise customers, which is really great.
And that does include your parking there and your transfers as well, so it's really worth doing that.
Saves you a lot of money. And your holiday starts a day earlier.
Yeah, and it's a lovely hotel. They really look after Planet Cruise customers. You're also going to get free £50 towards tips as well. The itinerary is slightly different on the 22nd of April if you go for that date as well. And this is really good as well. If you are a past passenger of Royal Caribbean, there's some extra discounts available. You need to ask the call centre about those, don't you?
Yeah, if you cruise with Royal Caribbean before, just give them a ring and they'll sort that out for you.
Brilliant.
Which is really lovely.
And only a deposit needed today for that one. And she's an amazing ship. She really is. So we'd love you to book that one and say Keith and I will do our very best to get on that as well.
We should clarify that you don't have to have booked your Royal Caribbean cruise through Planet Cruise in the past. If you're watching this for the first time, you're new to Planet Cruise, but you've been with Royal Caribbean, then you can still ring Planet Cruise and they'll sort that out for you.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, really excited about this show.